Yo, what's going on everybody? This is KK here, back again with a new episode of Epic 7 video. Today we're gonna stay away from RTA and actually do a fun video. I'm going to talk about my top 5 most regretted 6-star hero. We all made mistakes, so today I'm gonna share with you mine. And hopefully if you find today's video interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's just jump right into it. So the first unit I want to talk about is actually going to be Ilynav. I kind of regret 6-starring her because she's not very popular in today's meta, and back in the days I really like her design and her S3 animation. That's why I 6-starred her. And we all thought that increased critical hit damage can be good in a cleave setup, right? In a tank cleave, you can be very tanky while doing a lot of damage to your opponent. And punish is also a very unique mechanism. You can proc multiple times and to injure the opponent. But she just ended up like a fire Charles. Don't get me wrong, like this hero definitely had her moment, but it just because I didn't have good counter gear back in the days and wasn't having fun with her. And today's meta, Ilynav is not seen in any PvP content. But recently she got the EE though, so I might start trying her out in the future. The next hero I want to talk about is actually going to be Ian. I 6-starred him right away when he was first released, I believe back in the Policia chapter. And we all think that this hero gonna be good in a cleave setup because of this attack buff and grant an extra turn and strips, skill nullifier to have survivability and decrease hit chance. So people were thinking pair him up with the challenge Dominio, right, to push up everybody to have the cleave setup going. But in today's meta, belly in, right, soul block mechanism is super strong. And even without belly in, I feel like there are too many counters to cleave, and he just not that good because the poor base stats. And back in the days 118 base speed is very fast, but in today's standard he is also really slow as a turn 1 unit. So I ended up not using him again. I believe the only time I used him was trying to clear out Dagger Cigar mission, where you need all rangers in the team, I believe, and I use him as a DPS or like all 3-star hero, I believe. Yeah. So, but other than that, he's currently ungeared, unfortunately. The next hero is going to be Ervalen. When he was first released, people thought that he's gonna be the answer to those really tanky teams, right? Because back in the days, tanky teams are really popular, right? You can go super tanky while doing a lot of damage at the same time. Because of this unique mechanism, right? You do damage based on HP difference. So if you hit a tank, you're gonna do a lot of damage, and you can have this counter attack going for survival and barrier. And yeah, and but it turns out that like you have to build him full DPS in order to one shot like a Ruel or Crow, and you have to use a Oxlot push, because if you build him a lot of damage, he's not gonna have any speed. That's the main problem, and he kind of just not doing enough, because after you use S3, you're gonna get nuked down fairly quickly, although you have this barrier and counter attack mechanism. But if you build him Bruiser with some HP and defense, then you're not gonna utilize the HP difference damage from his kit. So he's in a very awkward spot until today. Smougate hasn't touched him at all, so he's kind of a very bad unit as a 5-star. And actually I had a couple of molas in as well back in the days, because I was testing him out and got some imprint as well, like from like free summons, I believe. And I have him built on a lifesteal set just for the meme, you know. I actually recently I used Ervalen in RTA as well and pull off some games. But that's not about Ervalen because I usually use like a cleave setup to push everybody up into a big nuke. Ervalen just there to do like a big single target damage. And yeah, and if you want to one shot like a super tanky hero like a Ruel, make Chloe, you might as well just use Watcher Shuri, right? Full defense penetration and can hold a sachet to push up your entire team and does way more than a Valen. Last but not least, I have this hero 6-star that I couldn't believe myself. I was goddamn stupid to do that because I thought he's gonna be a very fun meme hero because I've seen people using him on YouTube, right? To stun up people and just have some fun team con going. And I was having the resource, so that's why I 6-star him. Anis. So basically this hero is like a guaranteed counter attack, right? When attacked. So built-in counter set, very nice, like 50% chance. That's a lot, right? And S3 is like, basically it's a stun, right? 100% chance to stun. And S1 is like nothing crazy, I believe. Like, with a 50% chance to use this enhanced attack an enemy always result in a critical hit. So ideally you don't even need any stats on him because like free crit, right? And guaranteed counter. So ideally, he's supposed to be overpowered as a 3-star. But the thing is, when I actually try him out, it's like his base stats is just too weak, right? If you build him in a very tanky setup, he doesn't do any damage at all, other than just stun up the opponent. And if you build him like with damage, then he's not gonna survive. Because he's squishy, right? If you want him to survive to do the counter attack, you want people to hit him first. So he's kind of awkward as well. And, although the free crit chance is nice, but you kind of need to build damage. That's a problem with a lot of the bruiser DPS. So unless you can fully utilize the counter, it's not gonna be ideal if it's attack scaling bruiser, right? A lot of like the powerful bruisers are HP scaling. For example, Ilynav, sorry, not Ilynav, like Betty Yan, right? And also why Charles is not good anymore because Charles is attack scaling as well. So yeah, like maybe I can build him like as a turn one stunner, but his space is 104, which is also really bad, and I really regret. I think he is the most regretted hero. I 6-star. Yeah. Okay, that's all the time for you guys today. Just a brief short talk about the hero that I really regret 6-starring. And I will see you guys in my next one.